Welcome to the show, everybody, and welcome to my radio people out there. My name is Paul K. Lemire. This is...
Bonjour, mon ami. Je suis Jean-Louis Filion.
And we are Habsolutely coming to you live from downtown Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada, in the studios of 4680Q. If you don't believe we're Habsolutely, look up there, right behind me, Habsolutely, and check out this pen. It says Habsolutely. It's official. We're here.
Let's see the pen.
Oh, you never saw the pen?
I don't have one of these.
No, well, there's only one in existence. It's a prototype. It's a prototype. Yeah, it says Habsolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, on YouTube.
On YouTube. YouTube made these for you. That's great.
YouTube sent me them because we're a big YouTube.
Wow. I heard YouTube were doing things for people. Some people are getting I think Pat Porter has Pat Porter on YouTube, but it's on a car. I think they sent him a Rolls Royce or something like that.
Pink one.
I heard purple's the color this year.
He sells Mary Kay too.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, that's a pink Rolls Royce.
Then, double your pleasure, right?
Big seller.
Double your pleasure.
Welcome to the show, everybody. We're just monkeying around here this morning, but we have some congratulations.
This morning, il est midi.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
C'est le déjeuner. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a à manger?
Oh, it's 12 o'clock noon. It's high noon. We're right in between the morning and afternoon.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a à manger?
Pizza, always.
Des saucisses, sans doute.
Well, that's from high school, but we never ate sausage. We always
but our buddy, Sam Montembeau.
Yes, his wife. Well, I'm not even going to say anything, but he got married this weekend. I was going to say something about sausage and his wedding.
You could, because that's exactly what he was eating, hot dogs and poutine at the wedding.
Wow.
I got to believe, we know where the best hot dogs are in Montreal.
He needs a raise.
The best hot dogs are at the hockey game.
If that's what he can afford.
I think that's great. Montembeau, he's a down-to-earth guy. He's eating his favorite poutine. His nickname is Snacks.
Is that what his nickname is?
Yes.
Snacks,
because he likes snacks. He likes to eat.
Okay. Snacks.
So there he was at the wedding, snacking on poutine and
hot dogs
and des saucisses.
Boy, did he have donuts there too?
That I don't know.
Okay, maybe some beaver tails.
Absolutely.
There's some beaver tails there, I heard.
Yes.
He got hitched over the weekend, right?
Yeah.
Did you see everybody was there?
Quite a few people. Well, how could you not be? It's like...
I know. It's amazing.
It's great.
And you like to see all the boys there getting along, having a good time. How many guys have got married this year? What is this, some kind of a trend or what?
Well, there's 3 every year, it seems, at least.
This year it had to be 5 or 6.
Well, I think it was Laney, Susie, Gallagher. Gallagher was this year or last year?
Didn't he get married, Gallagher?
I think he got married last year.
And then there was the other guy who had a kid. Somebody just had a kid too.
But it's nonstop.
I know. What's up with these guys?
The one guy that I don't see getting married is CC.
Well, he's the smartest of all of them.
Cool, exactly. He's riding it out. He's at every wedding.
Yeah.
He's at every wedding.
Tie and done with a big smile. It's not me.
Exactly.
It wasn't me. And the other thing that went by here, what's the date today? The 20th? Yeah, 20th. August 16th, Carey Price's 38th birthday.
Wow.
It's hard to believe he's 38.
He seems... You would think he's probably like 34, 35.
Yeah, because he came in when he was 18. So, 20 years have passed already. Man, he killed the team for 20 years. I can't believe it.
For 20 years.
Yeah. We're back on track, though. It doesn't matter. But, yeah, congratulations to Sammy and his wedding. And they were all there. I mean, Patrick Liney, I think, was there, and his wife, and was Toffoli there? I mean, all those guys.
I don't know if Toffoli made this one.
Yeah, these guys.
I can tell you, Savard was at the wedding, though.
I saw that, and he's coming back to Montreal.
That's the talk.
He's coming back as some kind of a coach or something.
He's going to. Yeah, he wants to be with the team.
I love it.
I think it's great.
I think it's fantastic. And this is the kind of relationship these guys have built over the 4 or 5 years they've all been together. It's amazing what they've done.
How many, I mean, think about it, like, workplace phenomena, basically. You work at a place and you leave. Most people don't ever come back.
No.
These Habs, they want to stay forever. And the ones that are playing on other teams,
they come back anyway.
They want to come back as well.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. That's a camaraderie they've built over the years, and I think it's fantastic. I think it's fantastic.
It's a very, Le Ville de Montréal, pour jouer au hockey, it's very special.
Very special. Very special. So, got some viewers' comments.
Oh, we have some viewers. Excellent.
Yeah, we had a lot of viewers. We got lots of viewers. They like to comment.
Well, they're starting to like. We enjoy it when they do that.
Yeah.
Okay, we enjoy it when they leave comments.
We enjoy it when they subscribe.
C'est magnifique.
You got to subscribe. Come on, help us out. Okay, Gary Cornway. Shell Darlene was a shell of himself in his second season with the Habs. Well, Gary, I saw what you did there. And he was a shell of himself in his second season. His first rookie season was phenomenal. But I saw what you did with his name there. I like it, Gary. I like it. Good one. And you're right. He was a shell of himself in the second season. Any comments?
No.
Okay. At Vince Houdon. If Doc doesn't make it back for season opener, he has had a bad camp. I tried Joe Veleno or Owen Beck. Beck is a proven 200-foot center who can also produce points and is good on faceoffs. Veleno was a good junior player who was never given a chance to play with skilled players in Detroit. Playing with Laine and Demidov may make him flourish. Great thinking, Vinny. We have talked about Beck a lot, and I actually sent Vinny our video interview with Owen Beck.
Oh, nice.
When he was playing with Peterborough, and we interviewed him at the Ice Dogs game. So he got a kick out of that. Great job, Vinny. So Owen Beck, we definitely believe in him, and we agree with you.
Well,
I do anyway.
We know we need a second line center if Doc doesn't work out. And we believe Doc isn't going to be there at the beginning of the season.
Well,
so somebody's got to fill the hole.
Exactly. And Veleno, I'd give him a shot. I have no problem with Veleno. I have no problem with Bolduc. I have no problem with everybody. Anybody who wants to give it a shot on Kapanen. The only guy I don't really like there is Newhook. He just doesn't match, I don't think.
Well, Veleno has an opportunity, obviously. And I think, like you said, Kapanen has an opportunity as well.
Yeah.
And it'll be up to the two of them to, I think, really battle it out.
Make their mark.
During training camp.
Exactly. At Gary Cornway. Again, great show, Mr. Paul. For me, I would change the first line. I wouldn't change the first line as it's already balanced. And I was talking about perhaps shifting Demidov up to the first line and throwing Caulfield down or Slavkovsky down with Laine. And he didn't think that was a great idea.
I agree. We know that Demidov and Laine have some chemistry.
We do.
Okay? They've been spending time playing together preseason.
We talked about that.
Laine didn't have a lot of Canadians really come to his wedding. He had some Blue Jackets there, a few other people. But one of the Canadians that did get invited was Demidov.
There you go.
So I think it does say something for sure. And I think these guys are hitting it off at this point. And let's see what the two of them can do together. Let's find somebody to be the glue.
Yeah, and Gary says Demidov is a playmaker with Laine being a sniper with a center for forward checking would be well-balanced line. If Hughes doesn't make a trade for a second-line center, Veleno, Evans, Kapanen, Newhook, Doc will be in the fight for that spot. It's going to be a good competition, he says. And I say, thanks, Gary. Yes, there will be some healthy competition for that spot, Gary. Training camp is going to be fun this year.
It's going to be exciting.
It really, really is.
It's going to be exciting.
And speaking of training camp, Drew Deeks is going to the Prospects Challenge.
How nice for him.
He's going to a couple of the games, so we'll get a straight report from him for sure. At Gary Cornoyer, the Habs didn't have much talent since the 80s. These are exciting times for Habs fans. The first 20 games, the Habs won't be having an inferiority complex this year. Those days are over. I see them having a good start to the season. I agree with you, Paul. The Habs will have the confidence to compete with any team. Don't forget, we beat the Panthers 4 times last year. And he's right on that one. We did.
And don't forget, the Panthers won the Stanley Cup.
Yes.
Don't forget that.
Don't forget that.
Now, we haven't had any good teams since the 80s. Is that what he said?
Well, nothing really
We
great.
won a Stanley Cup in 93?
Yeah. But, we haven't had that much talent.
But we won a Stanley Cup in 93. Yeah. Okay, let's be clear.
In 86.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we did something. We went to the finals the one year. So
3 years ago, we were in the finals.
Yeah, we did. We had a little bit of talent, but not like we have right now. I think this is right now. This is it. This is our shot.
Well, our shot is coming.
Our shot is coming. That's right. So is Christmas. Okay, Vinny Houdon. My answer to the trivia is Stéphane Richer, but I thought for a moment it could be Shel Dahlin. We almost had him fooled. Just looked it up, and Dahlin had a better rookie season than Richer. 71 points, but 32 goals and 39 assists. And just to remind everybody what the question was, it was what 19-year-old had 21 goals for the 1985-86 Habs?
19 years old.
That was the question. It was Stéphane Richer.
Impressive, eh? 19?
Yeah, it's amazing. But Shel Dahlin came back in his rookie season with 32 goals and 39 assists.
And he was 19 as well.
He was, I don't know if he was 19 or not, but he was young. He was young.
And we have another guy who just had a season where he scored, I think, 6 goals and 60 assists, right?
Yeah, 62 points or something like that.
So
62 points.
And he's 19.
He's going to be 22. He's 21.
Oh, was he 21 last year?
Yeah.
So Demidov
is Valentine's.
So Demidov is the 19-year-old.
Yes.
Okay.
Demidov's a little bit younger. But yeah, Shel Dahlin, I remember when he came up, he was a phenom. But like Gary said, his second year. And as a point, he only played 3 years in the NHL.
Well, that's where I was headed. It's like, it's great to have really young guys come up and have phenomenal seasons, but if they're only with you for 3 years, how much are they contributing to the overall team?
Yeah, Dahlin is tied with Matt Snaslin with the most points by a Hab rookie ever.
Phenomenal.
Shel Dahlin, I remember him well. And while we're there, we're going to get some comments from Mr. Drew Deeks. We got some comments. He said, I asked him if he had anything to say because he couldn't make it in. Drew Deeks was going to come in. He said he couldn't make it in, but he said he will leave some comments, and he did. He said, Alex Hage, Mike Hage's brother, right?
Right.
His brother, he is playing for the Ice Dogs.
Sweet.
Yeah, so just so to let everybody know that, our own Niagara Ice Dogs has Michael Hage's brother, Alex Hage, and you'll be interested in this, I still got to watch season 1. Season 2, the rebuild, starts tomorrow.
Nice.
So just to remind everybody, thank you, Drew Deeks.
So Alex Hage.
Yeah, plays for the Ice Dogs.
So how old is he? He's probably like 17.
Yeah, he'd be 17 or something like that.
So, I would suspect he must be a big Habs fan as well.
Well, I don't know.
We know Michael is.
I would say he is.
Like Michael grew up as a Montreal Canadian fan.
Yeah, like brother.
So it's possible. C'est possible.
C'est possible. So that's that for the viewer comments. Thank you, everybody, for the viewer comments. Appreciate it. Gives us something to discuss here. And we love having your ideas of what's going to happen with the Habs this year because there's so many variables, so many things going on. We really don't know right now. I mean, we have so many things up in the air right now. Who's going to be where? Who's going to be where? Who's going to make a move, a two, expect the unexpected. So it's pretty cool. Now we are going to move on to...
Da-da-da-da! Habsolutely.
Habs trivia.
Habs trivia.
Absolutely Habs trivia. Hey, we should name it that.
Absolutely Habs trivia.
Makes sense, right? Short and to the point this week once again. I told you what it was last week, the question. No fooling around. Tell me, what Montreal Canadian holds the team record for scoring the most power play goals in their career? Name the deadliest Hab of all time on the power play.
Power play, like total career.
Name the deadliest Habs player on the power play.
Okay.
Now I'll give you the names. Number 1, the Road Runner, Yvan Cournoyer.
That's the first name in my head.
The Flower, Guy Lafleur.
Well, he definitely had a lot of goals.
Le Gros Bill, Jean Beliveau.
As well, a lot of goals. Don't know how many power plays he was on.
Or the Pocket Rocket, Henri Richard.
Well, again, Henri Richard, he played probably more seasons. He might have played more seasons than any of those players for the Habs. And he definitely played more Stanley Cups.
He's got
because
what?
He's got more Stanley Cups.
11 rings. Yeah.
Right? So if you play more you play more games as well, so it all contributes.
Yeah. So
maybe the logical choice would be Henri Pocket Rocket Richard. But what I'm going to go with my heart, and that is Yvan Cournoyer. And the reason one of the reasons I selected Yvan Cournoyer is I remember when you and I were growing up and we were friends and we were always talking about the Montreal Canadiens every day at high school. And on Saturday nights, we would be at home sitting in front of a black and white TV or maybe a color TV and being forced to watch some horrible team in blue and white playing some team from either Boston, Detroit, or Chicago or New York.
Yeah.
And being like, yeah, exactly. And being like, I can't believe I have to do this again. And just anxiously awaiting for any news coming out of Bill Hewitt's voice about what's going on at the Forum in Montreal.
Yeah, when Ward Cornell came on between periods, right? He gave us the update.
And I remember one particular year, they would be cutting from the game and they'd say, oh, and there was just a goal scored just in Montreal, power play goal scored by number 12, Yvan Cournoyer. And it was like, all of a sudden, who's this guy, Yvan Cournoyer? Like, all he seems to be doing is playing on the power play.
And scoring the goal.
And scoring goals. I think he got like 21 goals his first season. And I think the majority of them were all from the power play.
Yeah, he was good.
The problem was he was a great goal scorer, but he couldn't bump anybody out of the lineup.
That's exactly what happened. We talked about that before.
Yeah. And so
he was on the power play.
Exactly. And so in my heart of hearts, I have to choose Yvan.
Okay, so let's see what everybody out there in video land and radio land think. And let me give you the question again. What Montreal Canadian holds the team record for scoring the most power play goals in their career? Name the deadliest Hab of all time on the power play. And I'll give you the 4 choices again. The Road Runner, Yvan Cournoyer, John's favorite. The Flower, Guy Lafleur. Le Gros Bill, Jean Beliveau. Or the Pocket Rocket, Henri Richard.
And think about this. All these players are from the 50s to the 70s.
Yeah, basically 70s, yeah.
Well,
late 70s.
Okay, like the Flower went into the 80s, I guess. We're in 2025.
Yes.
So the power play for the last 40 years.
So Gary Cournoyer had a point there.
He had a point about having a great team.
Having a great power play.
But the power play for the last 40 years?
Yeah, it's been a little bit feeble.
Nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, it hasn't been that great. So the answer is number 3. Le Gros Bill, Jean Beliveau. And believe me, this was a tough one because it could have been any of these guys.
Oh, yeah.
They were all prolific scorers. They were all fantastic Montreal Canadiens. They all played for the Habs a long time. and they all were champions. I mean, the Grobill by a good margin. We could do a whole show on Belleville, of course. We have probably done a whole show between all the shows we've talked about. Jean Beliveau, my favorite player. I mean, him and Maurice Richard. And but he's the guy that had the most power plays and was 21 goals ahead of the next tab.
Yvan.
The Roadrunner. Yvan Cournoyer. Belleville holds many accolades, some of them records, 13 All-Star games, a team, 2 Hart trophies, 1 Smythe, 10 Stanley Cups, 1 behind the pocket rocket. He had 11, but his name appears on the Stanley Cup 17 times because he also got it while he was working as an ambassador and with the Habs organization.
I heard the story
times?
Was he would take the cup home and he would find the guy who used to engrave the names of the players on the cup.
Yeah.
And he'd say, put my name on that one too. Yeah. I don't know how true that is, but
17 times.
I mean, he is so kind of under the radar in some aspects because he was not the most flamboyant.
No, he did his job.
Player, he wasn't one to start a fight. He didn't get in, he didn't like overtly celebrate his success on the ice. I think like the Boomer was a much bigger personality than Jean was at the time. And the Boomer had a talk show, he did a TV show. He would be demonstrative on the ice. He'd be fighting. If he scored a goal, everybody would know. Jean Beliveau, like you said, he came and he did his job extremely well, and that was it.
Yeah. You never heard a lot from him. He's a quiet guy.
But I will say this. I recently saw a picture on the internet, and it was a picture of Guy Lafleur on his knees. And he was at the chapel in front of Jean Beliveau's coffin.
Oh, yeah?
And there was a huge statue of Jean Beliveau, and then there was the coffin and Guy in front of it, praying, taking a moment to think about Le Grobill. And it was extremely moving. It was extremely powerful to see the impression of Jean Beliveau on one of the best hockey players ever for the Montreal Canadiens.
Yes, kneeling down to royalty.
Guy Lafleur. Some people might think Guy Lafleur was maybe the second best Montreal Canadian ever.
Yeah. Well, Beliveau played 1,125 games. Only Larry Robinson and Henry Richard played more games for the Habs and spent his career with the Habs scoring 507 goals, adding 712 assists for 1,219 points and 1,029 penalty minutes. And that number, 1,029 penalty minutes in the 1,100 and what did I say, 1,100 some odd games. If you think about it, 1,125 games and 1,029 minutes, that's less than a minute a game in the penalty box.
Man,
for his career.
Jean Beliveau.
It's amazing. That's an amazing figure.
And you got to remember too, Beliveau would a lot of people would try to get under his skin.
Oh yeah. Throw him off his game. Sure, he was the guy.
Get him off the ice.
Amazing. That number, amazed me. Less than a minute per game in the penalty box. How many games did he have with no penalties? A lot, because...
Well, he must have won... Did he win the Lady Byng?
He probably did. I mean, I guarantee he won it more than once, probably. So that was amazing when I saw that number. He was even on a Canadian postage stamp. Canada loved the guy. They put him on a postage stamp. And he was named the 7th greatest player of all time by the Hockey News.
Nice.
Beliveau died on a very sad day for me, December 2nd, 2014, at the age of 83. And I'm going to tell you, I had tears in my eyes that day. Him and Maurice Richard, when they died, I had tears in my eyes. They were very emotional for any Habs fan that grew up in our generation, John. I'll tell you that right now. Unbelievable. These guys were our heroes. They were icons. They were people we looked up to. If we ever met them in person, we probably crap ourselves.
No, I never did meet. Oh, I did meet Jean Beliveau.
Oh.
In 1965. Let me think now. 1964, in December of 64, between Christmas and New Year's, my uncles took me to a hockey game. I think I've mentioned it before on some of the shows. And it was my first hockey game against Detroit and Montreal. And after the game, my uncles rushed me down to the door where the players would exit after their showers to go home, to come out of the Forum. And we stood there waiting with a few other fans. And out came Dickie Duff. And we were like, "Oh, Mr. Duff, would you give John here an autograph?" And he was like, "Oh, okay," And then my uncles had to scramble because they didn't have any paper, but they had pens. So they took out their checkbooks. And so on the back of the checks, the blank checks, the guys were signing their autographs. And I got Jean Beliveau's autograph that day. So I did meet him, but I didn't really meet him.
Yeah, but that's pretty cool as a kid.
Yeah.
Seeing one of your idols.
Getting his autograph, Jean Beliveau, like the best.
Yeah. And I got Brooke Shields on the back of a check.
Brooke Shields.
Yeah. That's the only check.
Was she a right winger?
She was a winger, all right.
She liked to go down the center, right?
She's a center, yeah. Oh, but we digress. It always ends up being like that on this show. I don't know why.
So anyway, he never did win a Lady Byng trophy.
Oh, he didn't. I can't believe that.
Listen what it says here. It says, while Beliveau was a skilled and respected player, his penalty minutes, though not excessive, were enough to keep him from winning the Lady Byng. So I know Red Kelly won it once.
Yeah.
But Red Kelly had like 4 minutes in penalties or 4 penalties for the whole season. So you had to be that.
Yeah, that clean.
That clean.
For the whole season. That's tough.
Very tough.
That's tough.
Because sometimes, too, as a player, you have to take a good penalty. And I kind of think that's what Beliveau would do. Beliveau would see a situation where it looks like they would actually score on this play. I've got a trip, or I've got a hold, or I've got a hook. And those are all, to me, good penalties. If there was that, if you see that intent, that there's a very good possibility of a goal being scored.
Yeah, he was not known as
he's such an intelligent player.
Exactly. Okay, so there's your trivia. Did you get it, Vinny? I don't know. Gary, did you get it? Who got it?
I don't think these guys are going to get that one.
No?
I don't think so.
Well, we're going to find out in the comments. Leave your comments. Let us know if you got it or not. It was a tough one. It didn't seem like that tough, but when you look at the players Montreal Canadiens have had over the years and that's a tough one. You'd have to really think about that one because the 4 players I gave you, you can't just eliminate one of them because any one of them could have had it. And Cournoyer was 21.
Only 21 goals away.
Back behind them, yeah. So there you go. Okay, the past week with the Habs, and really, not a lot has been going on. The rumor mill's still churning. I've seen a lot of names flying around, and the biggest story I saw this week was about moving Carey Price's contract to Chicago so they could meet the league minimum, but not a lot has really been happening on that front. As far as I can see, it was mentioned a few times, and people were saying it's a good idea, and this, this and that, but they're like any other rumors. Like I said last week, the rumor was the Pope is coming to play on Montreal.
Really?
I
didn't know he played hockey.
Yeah, I don't think he can play hockey. But believe me, if you listen to all the rumors, you would believe it. So I don't know, John. You got anything? The rumor mill has really been pretty cool. There he is. There's Guy Lafleur. Show it to the guys on the camera. Guy Lafleur kneeling in front of the...
So, yeah, this is the picture that I saw recently on the net.
Yeah,
and I thought
Guy Lafleur kneeling in... Yeah, there you go.
Just so amazing.
Yeah, so amazing. There you go.
A little bit of flair there.
Yeah, like Guy Lafleur kneeling in front of Jean Beliveau casket.
Casket, big the statue of Beliveau.
Yeah.
Like,
it's amazing.
Where else? What other team is going to respect their past players in such regard?
No other team. There's no other team. Not even close. Nobody.
Phenomenal.
No. Forget about it. I don't know. Any other rumors? I don't really. I've seen so many. Anything could happen. A2. Expected.
I think the big thing here now, and I did read this, but it's exactly what we've been talking about for the last year to 2 years. Is now we have to have a little bit of patience.
That's a pretty bad toupee that guy's got on over there. Okay, go ahead.
We have to have a little bit of patience.
Had to mention that.
We have to start actually working again, doing some hard work, working on development, bringing these players along, finding out who works well with each other, working on the lines, development of players in the AHL, development of players that are going to be very important to us, like a Michael Haig, Fowler, all those things is what it's going to start coming down to now. It's going to be work again. Demi Doff, he needs to have a great season. He needs to get set up in the NHL. I think that's what we really have to now concentrate on. What we have, fine-tuning, working hard, getting better. Everybody has to start reaching for another level of ceiling on this team.
Yeah, and we still have the center line position, like we said on the second, up for grabs. Bolduc, Beck, Valeno, Evans, Newhook, Kapanen. They're all going to be fighting for that if indeed Doc cannot start. And everyone is being mum about Doc. Nobody's really saying a lot. Management said he's ready to go, but nothing proves he is ready to go. The ice is quiet when it comes to Doc being on it, and the optics don't point to a guaranteed return for the first game. Training camp is really going to tell the story. And I don't know, who do you think, with the guys we just mentioned, without Hughes picking somebody else up, which expect the unexpected, Nate too. What would you like in that?
I think Kapanen is my first choice.
I think a lot of people are thinking that.
I really do. I think he would fit in well with those two. I don't think he's a player that is looking for the platitudes, let's say. I think Patrick Laine is a bit of a high maintenance kind of guy. I think Demi Doff, we know, is very cocksure about his role with L'Équipe de Canadienne. From the get-go, he was like, yeah, I want to play in the best place with the most pressure in the NHL. So those are two highly charged individuals that they're going to need another guy to fit in with them. They're going to need a guy who has the character of a Jean Beliveau, who doesn't worry about other people, coming into the dressing room, sticking the microphone in front of Patrick Laine, Ivan Demidov. These are the two guys we want to talk to. We want to hear what they thought about the game. We want a guy who's going to be working with those two guys and is fully confident enough in himself to go, yeah, this is my role. This is who I am. And I know that my value here is contributing to the success of this line as well as to the team.
Well, I like to see Evans tried. And the reason I like Evans is because we know he can score. We know he's a worker. We know this guy's responsible 200 feet up and down the ice. And he has the speed definitely to play with these guys. We've seen him on the penalty kill when he takes the puck and he's gone. And he's a great center. They put him out there on the penalty kill to take faceoffs. I think he may be a guy that could play with these guys, but I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing him try. What do you think about Evans?
So here's my thoughts on Evans. I think Evans is a very important player to the L'Équipe de Canadienne. Okay? But you're going to have a power play this year. Who's going to be on the first PP? who's going to be on the second PP? Well, we know Laine and Demidov could both be on the first PP.
It's possible.
What's Jake Evans going to do? Is he going to be on the PP?
Well, he wouldn't. He wouldn't. No, it's going to be Suzuki, but he may be the second center.
But Jake, no, because you know why? Jake Evans is too busy with the PK.
Well, yeah, they'd have to find somebody to replace him on that.
And they can't. There's nobody to replace. That's one of the key things about Jake Evans is his contribution to the PK. I mean, what did he have? He had like 8 shorthanded goals last year.
Yeah, he's a phenom.
Man,
but Suzuki plays the penalty kill. He can play
Suzuki is one tough cookie.
Yeah,
and that's why he's the captain.
That's true.
If there was like Guy Carbonneau, he was one tough cookie. Guy Carbonneau did everything for that Habs team and then some. And that's what Susie's turning out to be.
He really is.
Okay?
He's fantastic.
Jake Evans, and this is no disrespect to him, I don't think he has that type of power, but he's double shifting. He's playing his line as well as being responsible for the PK and taking faceoffs.
Yeah, he does the job well. I don't
want to touch that.
Okay, that makes sense.
I want to keep him like in that realm of being because you know what? If you can keep the puck out of the net when you're shorthanded, that is such an asset. Such an asset.
Oh.
So if he contributes to doing that and playing center on a 3 and 4 line, then I am extremely fine with somebody else coming in and dealing with those 2 other guys, Demidov and Laine, who will be out there big time hunting for bear.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Okay? Good points. So how important do you think that second line center position is? Well, I think it's important enough to say that Demidov, if he wants to win the Calder Trophy, Rookie of the Year, if they don't find a center that he can play with, that could be on the line. Because there's other talent in the league, too. You know, there's not just him. So it's important to fill that in.
And the bottom line will be that second line for Demidov getting time. So if you want to win a trophy, you got to spend time in the ice, right? So you got to have 45 seconds a shift, and you've got to be getting 12 to 15 minutes a game if you want to be in that position. So you almost want to have at least 12 minutes plus playing 5-on-5, and then you want the bonus of having maybe another minute to 2 minutes a game playing PP.
There you go.
That's key.
Split it all up. So we'll see. It's going to come down to training camp, of course. It always does. We'll see who performs and who can play. You just hope. I'm just hoping that if they don't pick up another center somewhere, because we never know what Hughes is going to do. He's out there looking. But if they don't, I just hope somebody really, really steps up in training camp and finds chemistry with Laine and with Demidov. I mean, I just hope somebody can step into that role, that we're not searching for like September, October, November, December, January until we're trying to find somebody. I hope somebody can really get into that role and work
one of the things we're going to find out right away is captain and the keeper then. Is Owen Beck got a role with the Montreal Canadiens in the future? We've got to start finding out about certain of our assets outside of the immediate team as to how they're going to fit with the team over the course of the next 1 to 4 years.
Yeah, we got to find where they fit.
Exactly. And if there's a future for them and a plan.
Yeah, exactly. And this is a great position that we're in, because even though we're all excited about, this season coming up, like John said, we still haven't quite got out of that rebuild.
Absolutely.
We're still on the edge of it.
There's a couple more players that we're still waiting to come into the NHL, like a Michael Hage.
That's right. And so we're waiting.
The other thing that I think as well is these guys will shake out in training camp for sure, but come after the first 10 or 15 games of the overall season, there's another 31 teams that are going to be going, what do we need? Or somebody isn't working for us like we thought they would. the chemistry is wrong here with this particular player.
What do we have to do?
And so there could be opportunity more so after the 10 or 15 games of the opening of the season to be able to make a deal. So
good point.
We shall see what happens.
Yeah, we shall see what happens. Now, I want to talk about this because this is an interesting thing I heard from somebody. And I'm gonna tell you the cap this year is $95.5 million.
Right.
Next year it's $104 million. 2027-28 it's $113.5 million. And 2028-29 we don't know what it's going to be. It's unknown, but it'll be more than
what's the third cap?
$113.5 million.
Wow.
So what this guy was saying, and I apologize to all the people online with the videos and that because I can't remember them. I listen to them and then I forget about them, and then I come back and I go, well, I want to mention this, but I can't remember who said. It could have been D'Amico or Marco D'Amico or one of those guys. Somebody anyway. It could be Josh Goss or whatever his name. Yeah, those guys. But anyway, they're saying that it changes the way teams deal with extensions. And they're really, really alluding to Lane Hudson's contract. Because when you get a guy like Hudson who's looking to sign, now he knows that the cap is going up and that there's going to be more money available in a couple, 3 years for guys like him who are looking for extensions. If he signs an 8-year contract now, he'll be at 30 when his contract is up. And at 30 years old, what is his value going to be for another 8-year contract or another 5-year contract?
Who knows?
We don't know, right? But at 30, it's not going to be as good as when he's in his prime, say at 26. So a lot of these guys now are looking and they're saying, we don't want to sign long-term contracts. The agents are saying no, because get to when you're 26 years old, and then you're going to sign the mother load, and the teams will have the space to do it for you. And all the salaries will be up by then. So a lot of these guys like Suzuki and that, who never knew about the cap going up, sign 8 years, they get another 5 years at $7.8 million. Well, what is Suzuki going to be worth in a couple of years? $7.8 million is going to be a bargain. And same with Caulfield. And same with Hobson, what's his name? Dobson. Right? So now these guys are looking at the way that they write these contracts and the way the teams are going to be dealing with extensions like Lane Hudson. And it brings a whole new perspective to the game of what are we going to pay this guy? Because now, I mean, every team hopes they could sign Lane Hudson for 8 years. Let's face it. If we could get him 8 years for $8 million or $9 million, what a deal that would be. But these guys, their agents are going,
No.
No. You either pay us like $12 million a year now, or we're going to go for like a 3 or 4 year contract, and at 26, when he's a superstar established in the league, you're going to be paying us $15 million. So it's a real battle to sign these guys now because of this salary cap going up so much in the next few years. What do you think of that?
There's a lot to digest. You know, I mean, do you take a guy like Lane Hudson and, like you say, give him a lot of money right now, and then you have no room for your salary cap if somebody comes along? Okay. Do you say, okay, I'm going to sign you? Can I sign you for like 3 years, and then when you become a UFA, we'll see what happens.
Right. Exactly.
And again, Lane Hudson, I don't think he's going to the Olympics.
No, he's not. He's not going on the American team.
So why is that?
Because they're stooges. What kind? That's all you can say.
Stooges? Come on, what are you? They're stooges. The United States of America, they've had some pretty good hockey teams in the Olympics now. It's not like 1960 anymore.
So why don't they want to be better than Lane Hudson?
Why don't they want Lane Hudson on their team?
I don't know. He doesn't fit in their team.
So
the way they want to have the team. I'm glad he's not going because I don't want him to get injured.
We've got Dobson injured. We've got Dobson now and he hasn't even played a minute yet for our team, and he's going to the Olympics.
Right. And I don't want him going neither.
Cole Caulfield, he's going to the Olympics.
Yeah, and I don't want him going neither.
And he's a little guy.
I know. I don't get it.
So why isn't Lane going?
It doesn't make sense. I guess they want a bruising defense, not people who can score goals.
So, well, they got two guys who can score goals who are a little bigger.
Yeah, there you go.
So,
good question, though.
How does that affect the negotiation as well for Lane Hudson with contract?
Well, it affects me. I'm affected by it hugely because I don't want him go. I don't want any of our players going to this useless Olympics and get injured. Look what happened to Carey Price when he went to the Olympics. He got injured and he was never the same. I don't want our players going at all. I think it's a joke.
You mean Carey, I don't like Price?
I don't like Carey Price, but I didn't want to see him injured. I mean, that's all we had. Good or bad, whether you like the guy or not. That's all we had. And he gets injured. So we don't want to see that. We don't want our players injured. It's a useless tournament that means nothing.
I was sleeping the other night, and I woke up, and I was thinking,
uh-oh.
If I was Patrick Laine, and I'm going to play like my heart out this year, because
that's what he said.
Contract. It's a contract year. When we get to exhibition and we play the Leafs twice, am I sitting those games out?
No.
I would. That's the super. If I was Patrick Laine,
an exhibition.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I'd be going. You know what? MSL. Listen.
Keep them off.
Remember what happened last year? I'm not playing the Maple Leaf exhibition games.
Yeah, they don't mean anything.
I'm just not going to be. You can give me a healthy scratch and play somebody else. I'll play the Ottawa exhibition game. I'll play every other. I'm not playing the Maple Leaf exhibition game. That's what I was thinking. You know, as you're talking about sending players to the Olympics and the possibility of injury.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what happened to us last year. We don't want that to happen again. I wouldn't play. Well, here we go. I don't even think this should be exhibition games. They were great for Gump Worsleys of the league who drank beer and smoked cigarettes all summer. Training camp was to get them into shape, at least game shape. Well, but these guys play all summer now. They don't need to be put into game shape. They can start the season, bang.
Well, Monty might need a little more training now that he's been eating the hot dogs and the poutine.
That's all he eats, hot dogs and poutine.
And the snacks. He might need a little bit more training.
He's going to be like the Gumper.
Exactly. Not a bad thing to be, right? The Gumper,
He's going to need the exhibition to get back into shape, game shape. Well, he's going to be like Phil Kessel, the hot dog king of Toronto.
So Lane
Hudson, the hot dogs, not the Leafs.
Lane Hudson, I don't know. I think the only good thing we know, or we believe that we know, is that Lane Hudson wants to be in Montreal.
He does.
So now it's a matter of Lane, I guess, basically telling the Canadians what he wants to do, and the Canadians trying to make it work for him.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be. But
and let's hope he's not one of these guys like Darlene or
one hit wonder.
Exactly.
Well, the sophomore jinx. That's what everybody talks about all the time. This is the second year, so. But that's a neat little twist that I don't know if everybody's thinking about that, but I certainly wasn't. And when I heard this guy talking about it, I go, "Wow, that's going to be interesting."
Now give me money.
Give me my money. But it's going to be interesting how they work with these guys like Hudson. I mean, Suzuki and them, what are they going to think? Like they're going, "Oh, geez, we should have signed a 4-year contract."
You know what? They're going. I can see Susie and Cece go, "Hey, who's getting married next year?"
Yeah. I mean, holy man. Who's picking up the tab?
Who's throwing the party next year?
But it's interesting how just that little announcement about the cap going up for the next 3 years, and how it's going to affect contracts.
I think people have known about it, and people have been thinking about it. Obviously, agencies, that's what they do. If I can sign you for more money, you stay with me for your career. I also attract other players to my agency, and I'm making more money because I'm taking a cut. I'm taking a percentage. So it's all about money.
you never know. I mean, these guys are there to play hockey. I mean, 7.8 million, 8 million a year. That's not bad pay.
It's great pay.
It's not going to be as good as the guys coming up, but it's still great pay. And they'll get their chance. I mean, 5 more years.
Michael Jordan went through that type of stuff. But Michael Jordan, at the end of his career, the Chicago Bulls, they had a special relationship. And I think the last 2 or 3 seasons, he only played 1-year seasons. And he played for pretty big contracts.
Oh, you know what? And they may make it up like Jordan did on endorsements.
Well, but Jordan's going to say, you know what?
My yacht worth $200 million.
That's something else. This is a contract with me. You're paying some guy who dyes his hair yellow more than I am. Like, how does that work?
No, that's what Montreal's going to face with these guys.
You know?
But at the end of the day, his $200 million yacht was paid for by his Michael Jordan shoes and all that. Yeah. He didn't do bad on the side, believe me. He's got a basketball court on his yacht. I don't have that.
You still want...
I don't have a basketball court, never mind a yacht.
You still want what you believe you're deserved within your peers and your legacy of saying, I had the biggest contract ever in the National Hockey League.
Now, that's going to be probably McDavid saying that.
And we shall see.
Okay, I got nothing else here. I'm just floating through another week of August. Then we're into September, and then we start going like this. This is when we start getting into.
And then you have a guy too, like Denny Savard, going, "Hey, can I come back and work for you guys?"
Yeah. Or
forget about
David.
Forget about trying to figure out whether he should sign an extension or not.
Yeah, Denny Savard is he alive?
No.
You're talking about
David Savard saying, "Hey guys, keep me in the loop."
Yeah, I want to work with you guys. I want to hang around with these guys for more weddings. I want more weddings and fun.
I mean,
I can't blame him, but I'd want to do the same thing. I'd love to be hanging around with these guys, whether I play or not. It's just a great, great feeling to be with Montreal right now.
Yeah, I mean, he wants a player development role or a coaching role.
I'd love to see him there.
He said his goal this season will be for the Canadiens to start the way they finished last season.
Yep.
And understand right from the start how important it is to play tight defensively.
There you go.
St. Louis has talked in the past about how a rebuilding team needs veterans who are, quote, willing to plant trees knowing they'll never sit in the shade, unquote. What a great quote.
Well, I don't even understand what he's talking about.
Willing, you plant a tree and at one point it grows and it's this beautiful thing and people get to enjoy the shade.
Oh, okay.
But you won't be there because you're gone.
I'm dead.
Could very well be.
He's not dying, David Savard. What's he talking about?
Or moving on. You've left the area.
Well, no. He's going to work with the Habs. He's going to help develop.
And so I love the quote by MSL. He's becoming the Zen Meister of the Montreal Canadiens.
I wonder what it sounds like in French.
Yeah. You know what? That's really good. We'll have to try to find that out.
Is it the
Savard was one of those players. I'm really proud of where the guys came from, Savard said.
Yeah, me too.
3 years ago, not many people thought we were going to build something really solid. And I think right now it's starting to show. And you know what? 3 years ago, you and I, we thought they were going to.
I said we have this pool of prospects. These guys are going places. We just have to wait it out.
Patience.
Yeah, patience.
Patience. We don't need any more patience in the ERs, by the way, here in Ontario. But we need patience.
Yeah, I was going to be a doctor, but I didn't have the patience. So there you go. But I figure we're going to win 15 out of our first 20 games. That's what I got pegged here.
Yes, we spoke about that.
I think we are.
And you know what? Kapanen, are you listening? Step up your game. Get ready.
Never mind.
Here is your opportunity.
I'm keeping in touch with Liney's wife, and I want her to be whispering every night. 5-on-5.
In your ear?
No, in his ear.
Oh, his ear.
It doesn't do me any good. I'm not going to score with her or on the ice.
That's true.
But 5-on-5. 5-on-5. That's what I want her at night to say. So when he gets out there, he all of a sudden he'll just do it. It'll be like in his subconscious, subliminal seduction, it's called. Bang! And he starts scoring 5-on-5, and then he puts in 20 power play goals. He's got 40 or 50 goals for the season, and we're in the finals.
Beauty.
Hey, we're in the finals.
Beauty.
And Logan Mayu's in the finals. And we show him what it's like to be a Montreal Canadian. He blew it. Okay, so that's it for me, and we start our home games. Season starts October 8th at Leafs for the Habs. We're going to be in Leafs land. Play 11 home games and 9 road games for the first 20. Have a run of 7 road games starting December 21st in Pittsburgh. 16 back-to-back games this year, most in the league, with 9 of them being in December and January. So big months for us. December to January, 11 out of 15 on the road. This will be critical series of games for the Habs. I am calling them the Fantastic 15, since these games are the ones that will cement our ticket to the first round. If we perform well through this stretch, we're in, baby. We're in. I'm already there.
It's going to be a great season. Although the Olympics are going to kind of upset it a bit, let's face it.
Yeah, they always do. They always screw it up.
But then for some teams that becomes an opportunity.
Yes, it does.
You know,
especially if they win gold, they feel good when they come home.
And some teams actually get a little rest.
Yes, the guys will be in Jamaica for that.
Was St. Louis, was that an Olympic year when they turned their team around?
No, I don't think so. Okay. I don't think so. But, the guys will be in Jamaica having a good time and, everything else, doing reggae.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. And so they'll be rested when they come back. And if we've had a good start to the season up to then, they're going to come back rested. They're going to be even more anxious. And if the Canadians win a Stanley Cup or the Americans win a Stanley Cup, and then they start coming back telling about their exploits. Remember what happened with Sammy? He went to the whatever he went to last year. He came back and he played better than he played the rest of the
raised his game.
It raised his game. And he didn't even play. He just hung around with the best.
Sammy was a player on the edge. So for him to get the opportunity to experience that was amazing. It's not going to do a lot for Connor McDavid. It's not going to do a lot for Sidney Crosby, these guys, it's not going to do a lot for, I don't think, CC. It might do a little bit for CC, but, Slafkovsky only is going to do something for them because they're so young.
Yes.
But Slafkovsky is going to be probably the inspirational leader or one of them in his room.
Well, they say it's going to be this is his breakout year. Year 4 is his breakout year, and that's happened a lot to different players. In their 4th year, they come out. And this is Slafkovsky's breakout year, they're calling it.
So here we go.
There we go. And Drew Teeks, did he send you any messages this
No,
week?
he must be
concentrating.
Busy.
He must be concentrating.
He must be busy
He
today.
usually sends a message or two while he's walking around listening to us.
But the Blue Jays are losing 2-1.
And baseball, what is that? Is that a sport? I don't know. I don't even consider that really a sport. Baseball.
Did any hockey players play baseball as well? There must have been. There must be
probably what's his name? Petrie. His father was a pitcher.
There you go, Jeff Petrie.
Yeah, he played.
That's why. Remember, Ken Hughes moved into Michigan, so he can be back in Michigan.
Yeah. Sweet. Petrie's father pitched for Major
the Tigers,
Leagues.
Right?
Yeah. Detroit Tigers.
There you go.
So he probably played a lot of ball in this, but he chose hockey instead. And I'm glad he did. He was great. I love Jeff Petrie.
Absolutely.
Anyway, we're getting out of here. It's time to go.
7 weeks then, I guess, until puck drop.
Yeah. We got another week in August, 4 weeks in September, 5, 6, 7 weeks.
7 weeks.
Just about 7 weeks, and we're there. That's not even 35 days, is it? I don't know.
7 through 49.
There you go. 49. I was close. I don't count weekends.
Good point. Perfect. Then you're 35. Yeah, you're good.
We don't count weekends on the show. We don't. Anyway, my name is Paul K. Lemire.
Je suis Jean-Louis Filion.
Thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Hope you had a good time. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I know about 40% or maybe even less of the people who watch the show actually subscribe. It costs you nothing. It doesn't cost you a dime. It helps our algorithm. It helps get the show out there so we can bring it to you live every Wednesday at noon on 4680q.com or 3 o'clock in the afternoon or so on YouTube for the video you're watching. And we're checking out. So we'll see you next week on Wednesday at 12 noon, 12 sharp. Promises made, promises kept. Absolutely. Au revoir, mon ami.
Ciao, ciao.
See you later, Gary and Vinny and all the other commenters. We love you guys. We love you guys. You know that. We love all our fans. We love all our watchers, listeners. It's just something that we do. We love the Habs, and we love talking about the Habs.
Absolutely.
Take care, everybody. See you next week.